Hey there, guys. Christian back again. I hope you enjoyed that little 3 free-for-all that we just had. We're getting ready to go into the next match. I believe it's Duality versus Powerhouse, and it's looking to be a great match. We're going into the second round. So if you're watching this and you're a player, please get ready to verse against the other teams. After this match, once we go into the semifinals, every semifinal and final will be streamed. So get ready for some great games. But I do want to talk again about the charity. So we're doing this for Children's Hospital's program Child Life, which all the money goes towards giving kids who are in the hospital a better experience and helping them, fulfill their childhood. So please, if you haven't donated, please donate. Hit exclamation point, donate, and it will give you the link. All the money goes straight to Children's Hospital. So please, if you haven't donated, please do it. But that's enough about that. Over to Erebos and Tiffany to start.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So we have the next match, Duality versus Powerhouse Gaming, coming up. The first map will be Kings Row. This will be another best of 3. We'll have Duality, their roster being Toklo, Frost, Zeb, Quirty, XL, and Hugin. And then for Powerhouse, we have Superior Pen, Wombo Combo, False Max, Ultra Shock, Mama Track, and Degenerate. So we're going to have another same format, best of 3 games, all Season 6 standards. And we will be... so this is the round 2. All other matches will be continuing at this point as well, but we will be streaming this one specifically. So we're looking to get ready to start here. We're just the maps have been drafted, and it will be a best of 3. So there's good luck, have fun coming out. So we'll see how this goes.
Hoping to look for some really good gameplay coming from both teams.
All right, both teams looking ready. So. We are going to start the lobby into Kings Row. All right, so we have Duality here on defense. Of course, another hybrid map. So the first point of Kings Row needing to be capped before they push the cart through Streets phase. So we see a standard defense coming out of here by Duality, with a dive, with a pseudo dive comp coming out from the offense here, with a Genji and a Zarya, but two majorly standard comps coming out here. We're gonna see Duality running the Junkrat in order to break those barriers. Both teams running a McCree, very good play for the Rhine. We're going to have a Mercy Lucio as expected. No Zenyatta coming out this time, but the speed boost will be very valuable for positioning for both teams.
Hello.
So, hey guys, just remember this is a charity tournament, so please feel free to give whatever you can. And please leave a message as well, and during some of the downtime, not during gameplay, but we'll definitely try to read out some of the kind messages that you will leave out. So feel free to donate and have a listen. You might get your message heard on stream.
And if you can't donate, that's all right. Just spread the stream around, share it with your friends, and come watch. So we're looking to get ready on the Kings Row here. So we have a very, very interesting up-front positioning from the Lucio here. Looking to scout the team and use the speed boost to come back. So getting good recon information out of that. So we're going to see standard comps coming out from both teams. Similar DPS, and getting an early pick, Frost, with a nice Junkrat bomb and a nice Junkrat trap. So we're going to see a standard hold here from the Junkrat, holding Hotel, looking to spam that choke. But Super Pen looking to spam him out with his own place. So we see a little bit of damage coming off from Frost, but for the most part just poke. So we see Powerhouse trying to come into that left side, but Duality coming in and cleaning up with an early pick on the 2 players. So Powerhouse going to be down to 2 people, having to regroup and spawn. They do have respawn advantage, so it won't take long. As well as they have the Mercy to insta-res anyone who gets picked as well. We already have a Junkrat tire here coming out from Frost. So we're going to see how that comes out. Looking for a pick. He's going to go over the wall. Finds a nice 2K. Frost with an early pick in that push. So we see Powerhouse here having to regroup, trying to clean up on that. Looking for a pick in order to repush that, but can't quite find anything. Duality, a very strong standard defense right now, using Hotel to their advantage.
My ultimate is
advantage is mine.
So we see a Mercy ult now on the side of Powerhouse. We're going to look at that. Junkrat still being able to hold that Hotel effectively. Ryan being able to, on Powerhouse, being able to push his team behind the statue and pushes on the point. Powerhouse here engaging. High Noon pops out from Duality. Finds the Genji, a nice pick for them, but Frost gets taken down. We have a res come out, as well as a pin on the Powerhouse grind from Querity. And we have a big team fight breaking out here. Mercy ult coming out from Powerhouse, resing everyone, and the beat drop coming out from Duality, able to save their team. Powerhouse down one player, down to Reinhardt as they come back in. They do res the Rein, so it's back to an even 6v6 fight. We see Querity here looking for a good Earth Shatter, as well as Frost having another ult. Frost does find a pick on, finds one, instead finds another. They do res one, Powerhouse down one here. So we see Querity going in, looks for the Shatter, big Shatter, two-man Shatter, able to get a double charge off on both the Rein and the Zarya, and goes in here to clean up the rest of the team. Querity with a huge play for his team, with 2 ults on the defense, still up, with 2 ults on the offense as well. Both tank ults on the offense, very powerful ults, Earth Shatter and Graviton Bomb. And on defense, we have High Noon and Grab. So with both teams with their grabs, we'll see who engages first, and that will probably give them a huge advantage in this fight. Powerhouse rotating around Statue again. They push it in, they look for the grab. Offensive grab comes out, defensive grab comes out, a beat drop and High Noon. But Zeb getting a huge 3K to win that fight. And Powerhouse will once again have to back out and regroup. Zeb with a huge 4K for his team, 5K for his team to win that fight. With Eugene cleaning up the enemy Zarya. Huge defense coming out from Duality. There's only a minute left. We might see some roster changes here coming out from Powerhouse to try to deal with this issue. Beat drop on the defense will provide a big advantage on the defense for this next push. We'll see how Powerhouse chooses to engage. Once again, going around Statue. Ryan pushing in, getting highly punished by Junkrat, and they take another 2 picks. Powerhouse down again. Looking to regroup. Duality, which is just a strong defense, able to hold them back. This will look to be the last push on the offense's part. Powerhouse clinging onto whatever they can. They have 2 ults remaining with a High Noon and a Dragon Blade. Very powerful ults. But on the defense, we have both support ults up as well as Junkrat's Tire. Here we go. They're pushing Statue again. We're going to see what Powerhouse can do. An early Junkrat Tire coming up from Frost, but can't find anything. High Noon pops out. Beat drop comes out on the defense side. Duality just coming in with a strong defense, cleaning up once again for a full hold onto first. Just looking to clean up the stragglers here. And that will be the first hold defense for Duality. Very strong defense. We're going to have to see a lot out of Powerhouse here to hold them off for that same time.
That was very good. Some really, really strong Junkrat plays, just constantly giving damage and just melting away the people with all the Junkrat.
Frost being a huge MVP. So we're gonna see now what Powerhouse can do against that. Junkrat, Frost on Duality doing huge damage, and Zeb also coming up with big plays, especially with his ults. So we're gonna see what Powerhouse here can do on the attack. So we see both standard comps coming out again. Frost looking to possibly play a Hanzo, a nice choice, but you know, if you're not finding those picks, it can be a bit detrimental. So we're gonna see what they choose to go here.
Frost did get some good picks in the on the defense.
All right, so we have the defense here selected by Powerhouse. Standard comp with Genji and Junkrat. We're going to see what they choose to go on the offense here. Frost on the Orisa and Zeb on the Bastion, along with a Doomfist, but I think they're just trying to troll the casters here. Powerhouse is going to have to do a similar hold with Junkrat holding in that hotel. Very powerful. Seen in Overwatch Worlds by the South Korean defense with Flower on the Junkrat holding that hotel. With tanks rotating on the point. A very powerful strategy, coming to North America quite a lot recently, with the recent Junkrat buffs as well. So we'll see how that Junkrat chooses to hold. Superior Pen might be able to pull off the same thing Frost does, but we're going to see how that comes out.
Interesting play to have a, I don't know if they switch off the Bastion
to
a Pharmacy comp.
So we can see their comp now coming out from Duality. We got a Pharmacy with Tracer and Diva. The Ryan, of course, switching to Winston with a Lucio. So we're going to see this slower dive come in, but should be able to spam them out with the rockets, especially with those damage boosted rockets. We see Superior Pen holding that hotel area, but against this Pharmacy, might not be enough. Duality coming out with already a very superior team comp, diving in very early, looking for those picks. Gets them very low, backs them to the choke, and they find a pick, 2 picks onto both tanks, but the Rhine does get res from Powerhouse. Duality coming in and cleaning up. Frost with huge rockets and huge damage coming up from above, with Powerhouse having no hit scan to stop it. That will be enough to take first point as Powerhouse tries to stall it out here, but it won't be enough. First round on King's Row does go to Duality.
Very strong. Lots and lots of damage. High damage coming from Duality.
Duality with a good advantage of picking a strong comp against the defense unknowingly. And with the defense having no time to come back and switch to a better hit scan. With really only Genji to be able to contest that. We see Zeb's huge 5k to win this fight for him with both Gravitons coming out. Big plays. So it is now 1-2. If Duality takes the next match, that will be game. If not, they will go into a tiebreaker. So we're going to see them switching it up here. The next map will be Nepal, and again, this is a best of 3. So if Duality wins this, that will be the game. If Powerhouse wins it, they'll go into an overtime match. Just waiting for both teams to be ready, and then we'll get started with the next match. So what we're going to have to see out of Powerhouse here is something to stop Frost. Frost being a huge projectile DPS hero, getting lots of value out of it. But with the problem of Zeb as well being very strong, and the whole Duality squad being able to support their DPS effectively, we're going to have to see what Powerhouse's tanks can do to nullify the effects of their DPS.
Lots and lots of damage.
All right, so here we are in Nepal. It will be best of 3 as of Season 6 rules.
So we have some messages from you guys. We have someone anonymous. Have fun playing with my American friends. It was all for a good cause. Here's a few more dollars. Thank you. We got another one from Zhanghua Zhu. Hope this helps for the hospital. Thank you very much. We have a lot of donations and not a lot of messages, but thank you for everyone who has already donated or has donated more than once. Thank you for all of the donations. We got one from Kelly H. Hang in there, guys. This world is worth fighting for. So thank you so much for those kind messages. And then we have another one from another anonymous, and Cancer Rightly. So thank you guys for all of your messages. Keep them coming. Any bit helps, like we said, any bit. So thank you for those who have already donated, and if you want to, you can hit _donate, and you will get a link to donate what you can. Thank you.
So we have the next round coming out here with Powerhouse taking a very interesting comp, but it looks like they're going to switch up to, so we're going to have both teams running a very standard dive comp with a Pharah, with the only difference being a Tracer versus a Genji. So you see both teams coming out high ground here. We're going to see all the spam rocket come out and see if any of them can find some value off of it. A huge mid-fight coming out on high ground. Wombo combo going down early, so no tank for Duality, but they get a trade on the Lucio. Duality losing out this mid-fight for the most part. Both supports are down for them. They do still have the DPS up, but it won't look like it'll be enough, and Duality is going to have to regroup here as Powerhouse takes the first mid-fight here on Nepal. They've switched sides, so my correction, Duality has taken the first mid-fight as they've switched colors here. So Duality looking to spam them out and choke, with Powerhouse looking to go up high ground, but they may choose to rotate lower as it might not be enough. So we can see the Powerhouse's Pharmacy going off into the left side to try to find some an opening as they find their way onto point, but Duality comes in and dives them, finds a nice stick onto the Powerhouse's Lucio to get a nice pick off of there. Wombo combo though for the Roadhog for Powerhouse finds a nice pick, but it won't be enough as Frost and Yujin come in and just clean up kills. Powerhouse will once again have to regroup as Duality has cleaned up this mid-fight. Wombo combo being very, very strong in that Roadhog, finding 2 kills during that mid-fight. Really getting solid picks for his team. Running the Pharmacy against the other Pharmacy, Powerhouse may have to switch up to a hit scan here if they want to contest this. Right now, Duality holding that high ground, waiting for the Powerhouse push. Powerhouse choosing to push right side lower and through main. Takes control onto point. We see a Diva ult come out for Duality, and a Hog ult coming out. We find a nice pick onto Mercy and a counter pick onto Diva, but Diva does get res. Powerhouse picking up big kills here in the fight as Powerhouse going down in the fight as Duality gets some big kills. They do manage to cap the point, but Duality just caps it right back. So they get that 9%, but 70% ticking on the side of Duality. We have 3 ults up for the attacking team of Powerhouse against the 3 ults for the defending team right now. They use Pulse. Zeb tries to use Pulse Bomb, but can't find any value off of it. We see Powerhouse here pushing in. They pull out Dragon Blade to try to get some picks here. Let's see what he can find. Does try to go for the Pharmacy. Pharmacy is down. We see some picks here coming out from Powerhouse, being able to clean this up as they do take this mid fight. Big kill onto Mercy here. Powerhouse being able to take it back. Looking like a good mid fight for them. Fights on point. They do throw it into overtime, however. But it will look like Powerhouse will cap this midpoint. They will have to hold it as Duality does have 99%. We're going to see what's going to happen here. Nice pick onto Frost to delay that push a little further. Alright, so we have 3 ults here on Duality with 2 ults, but one of them being the Mercy ult here on the defensive Powerhouse. We're going to see how they choose to do the Powerhouse, holding the high ground, looking to where they're going to come. Looking for Duality chooses to go high ground, gets hooked by that Roadhog. 33% here for Powerhouse, getting a lot of time off it as they choose to go underneath on lower main. Quirtery on the D.Va going in, possibly looking for a bomb. D.Va bomb comes out for Duality. Can't quite find anything with the counter Roadhog ult coming out. We see a huge barrage come out from both sides as we see how this transpires. Powerhouse, though, being able to find the kills they need, keeping Duality out from this push. We'll see the cleanup here come out from Powerhouse. A very 2 fights in a row, very decisive fights in their favor. Superior Pen really finding some value on that Pharah now. We see Frost switch up off the Pharah to a McCree to deal with the enemy Pharah. We have another 3 ults up on Powerhouse with 1 ult, just the Lucio ult, on Duality, and we're going to see what happens here. Duality pushes lower right again, with the Winston jumping him to buy some space, but he gets heavily punished as he goes down. They repush onto point with D.Va ult for Powerhouse coming out. Finds a nice double kill, ending up with a total of 3k for him. And Powerhouse will once again defend this point from Duality's attack. Ult management also very good from the side of Powerhouse here, as they do use Lucio ult to save some of their team, but absolutely worth it. And they will have even ults here with a Genji and Mercy ult from Powerhouse. We see Duality using their ults to come in here during the overtime. Genji in the backline for Powerhouse, but does get taken down. Mid-fight here breaking out with a lot of members from Duality down right now. Superior Pen coming out with a huge ult, finding a 4k, winning that fight for his team. Huge plays coming out from Powerhouse, really showing Duality that they're not ready to back down yet. 1-0 here on Nepal. So game 1 has went to Duality, but Powerhouse looking very promising on game 2 here on Nepal.
Yeah, you can definitely see from this the advantage of high ground and with the Pharmacy. If you get really high on good hold on high ground, and with that Pharmacy, you get really nice combos and are able to stall out.
So it looks like Duality is going to come out here with a hit scan instead of a Pharmacy this time. Switching more to a standard comp with a Rhine, while Powerhouse sticks with a Roadhog D.Va tank comp with no main tank. We're going to see how that plays out for them. Nepal being a good map to not have a main tank, but main tank still having a lot of value in the fight. So we're going to see how this plays out for them. Both teams running a Lucio. This will be an even mid-fight. Looks like mid-fight is going to come out on the bridge. We're going to see who takes this. Duality with their standard comp, very safe behind that barrier, with Zarya and Rhine coordination being very powerful. We find that Powerhouse has taken point control, and Duality now struggling to find their mark. However, they do get a Mercy pick, which may be enough for them to push in. Duality coming in here with decisive kills. Zeb finding 2 kills for his team. But the enemy Mercy going down on Duality. It's an even fight as of right now. High Noon coming out very early from Zeb. Zeb able to get huge value, and the stagger on the D.Va. Zeb, a huge MVP for that fight, winning that mid-fight for them. Getting a total of 5 kills. So we're going to see Duality push up here. Alright, so we're going to see how Powerhouse chooses to push through this. Duality with a Junkrat here, very strong for holding this choke. They are going to back up as they know they are rotating to the right. Junkrat Tire is ready. We're going to see how Frost chooses to use this. Powerhouse coming all the way around for the full flank behind, but they lose 2 on the way, giving a huge advantage to Duality. Powerhouse here gonna have to back out. They do switch to the Junkrats, and both teams now running Junkrats. So we see both Junkrats having the tire up. However, Duality will have 2 more ults, the Rhine ult and the Mercy ult. Powerhouse here backed out right now, and we see the tire coming out from Duality, hiding it around that right side, looking for a pick. Able to find a pick onto the enemy Junkrat. So that'll be a nice stall for Duality. They do res them as Powerhouse chooses to push in. Even mid-fight breaking out here. Ults on both teams. We see Mercy ult come out from Powerhouse here, looking to get both his teams back up. Dragon Blade comes out. We have an even mid-fight. All ults being used for this mid-fight. Every ult has come out. Tyre finding another Zarya kill from Superior Pen. Res after res, we can see the true Mercy meta here, where nothing ever dies. But now that both ults are coming to an end, we're starting to see kills. Powerhouse does manage to take point control during that mid-fight, so their clock will be ticking up. Powerhouse cleaning up kills, but they re-enter. But Duality re-enters with a Junkrat tire and a Graviton, being able to really turn that fight back, just cleaning up Powerhouse with that strong Graviton surge, as Duality will take the point back very quickly. And again, the Diva stall coming out here. She will be able to jump off, but that is a nice stagger coming out for Duality. So all ults being used on both sides for very, very hectic mid-fight. But in the end, Duality does come out, although Powerhouse did get some percentage off on it.
It just goes to show you how strong a Zarya ult can be. It can change the tide of
Genji going down here early in the fight. So we're going to see Powerhouse push in here with down 1, but it won't be enough as they cannot touch point. It is now 1-1 on Nepal.
Very close, very, very close match. Some good ults, some good ult economy going on. Combo ults seem to be the meta for this. You can't just go off with one pick like James has said. With a Mercy, it seems as if nothing ever dies. So that Zarya ult coming in and wiping out majority of their team with the Junkrat was really, really key in Duality getting back the point right away.
All right, so we see Powerhouse here still not sticking with a main tank, but Duality here is not going with the dive comp, and with Powerhouse here not sticking with the main tank. They're still going to run that Diva Roadhog. So we're going to see how that pans out for them. They are running the Pharmacy. Both running Lucio. We'll see an even mid-fight here. So we see Powerhouse taking early control of the point and getting a nice pick. He is res by that Mercy. As we see still an even fight with 1 res down. Wombo coming out huge with 2 picks during this fight, giving huge value for his team as Powerhouse looks like they're going to be able to take the point here. Powerhouse cleaning up with that good speed boost Lucio to get in there and get the kills. Duality coming in here struggling to find the kills, able to stall it out though. Powerhouse though just cleaning up with a very decisive mid-fight. Mercy does go down on the side of Powerhouse though, and they will have to wait for that respawn. Alright, point finally coming out. Captured by Powerhouse, and their clock will start ticking up. They do have 2 ults already on their defense, with Frost coming up with his tire soon. Or, I'm sorry, his Dragon Blade soon. Alright, so we have 3 ults on the side of Powerhouse who are defending the point currently, as Duality does look to push in here with Winston ult and Dragon Blade, so we'll see what they do. Defensive bomb coming out from Diva. Can't connect. Dragon Blade coming out on the defensive side from Powerhouse, and an offensive Dragon Blade from Duality. But the Dragon Blade and the Pharah combination from Powerhouse being able to clean up Duality and taking that mid-fight.
Yeah, that early Mercy pick in that fight was key. They had no heals, or very low heals. So that pick of the Mercy from the Pharah was very good.
44% here now for Powerhouse, being able to stifle out Duality and their pushes in. We're going to see they're switching up to a standard comp again with Orion Zarya, looking to try to get that tank push with a big barrier, but it might not be enough against their Pharah spam. Alright, so Duality coming in here. Pharah coming, Superior Pen coming around for a flank ult, finds 1, does get a trade. Their trade does get res, and it looks like Powerhouse here is coming to lose out to Duality, and Duality may just take this point back. We see some ults here coming out for the stall, but it's not going to find too much. It does find a Lucio. Wombo combo finding the Rhine, but just not enough value as Duality does take the point back here from Powerhouse. 81% on the clock for Powerhouse, so a very, very good start to this map for them. Duality going to have a strong hold, but even if they lose the point, they should have time for one more push. We see the Powerhouse's Mercy ult as well as the Duality's Mercy ult up. So we're going to see how they use them. High Noon coming out, being able to take Wombo combo out, who is ulting. He does get rezzed. Mid-fight breaks out over by the Mega. We see Soldier out of Frost. Finding one, but not quite enough. Does get rezzed as Powerhouse here, getting the kills they need, only down by one. Dragon Blade, though, coming out from Powerhouse. Able to come in and get a Soldier kill. It may just be enough to win the point. Duality, though, coming in, being able to clean up afterwards in a very close mid-fight.
Powerhouse is still holding on to that Mercy ult, as Duality had used their Mercy ult to kind of save that point at last fight.
So if they use this Mercy ult right, Powerhouse should have a good chance of taking this back. They do switch to a Rhine now instead of a Roadhog. So we're going to see how that pans out for them. He does go down early, but they do get trade picks here, with it being a relatively even fight. Diva Bomb coming out from Frostmac doesn't find anything, and the Mercy ult finally coming out from Powerhouse, able to win them this fight with 2 more reses coming in. As Superior comes in, both the Lucio ults come out, stalling the fight a little bit more. We see Superior Pen here coming out, trying to look for those kills, but does get taken down. Right. A nice reflect from Ultra Shock here, finding a 2K on both Zeb and the Lucio. So we do find it going into overtime here. A big Dragon Blade coming out from Ultra Shock. Finds one, can't quite connect. Cleans up on a second kill, just about, but it won't be enough as Powerhouse does take this.
They do have the Zarya
Very close fight. Mid-fight still breaking out as respawns come back in. We have a Graviton Surge on the side of Duality, and we're going to see what they can do with this. This can end the fight right here. A big Shatter, though, coming out from Wombo combo, but not quite enough follow-up. Graviton comes out, gets the Mercy in it. Huge grab as Duality comes back, being able to take this point away. There will not be time for another push, so if Duality wins this, that will be the game. Diva coming in for the stall. It is not enough, though, as Duality takes game 2 and the entire match.
As I had said before, that Zarya ult, that multiple wipe is kind of like in the meta now, able to wipe out an entire team and let you get the point. It was very, very effective in winning multiple fights.
So we can see the DPS here coming out from from Duality being very strong. Frost and Zeb, a powerful combo. But Powerhouse not shying on their own. Their tanks being very strong. Wombo combo getting some huge damage out, providing a lot of damage for his team, being able to find picks with that hook. As we wait for the other round 2 matches to complete, we're going to go to a quick break. If you guys can, any amount of donations can help. You can type !donate in the chat to get the link, or there might be a link below. Thank you guys for coming out. We'll be getting to round 3 shortly. So, if you can donate, great. If you can't, spread the word around, and we'll be back shortly.